in Arizona. I am the king of the ranges. No ties or fetters have I. No walls of a house are my vision, for I live out under the sky. The wide open space is my doorway. The stars are my lamps overhead. And when I grow tired and weary, I use saddle and grass for my bed. Oh, get along, old horse, your hoofs beat out a song. We'll ride the ranges dry, all morning, noon, and night. With the yip and the eye, the road will fly. We'll laugh at danger steady, for your duty must perform. We'll guard, we'll fight, to keep the ranges bright, for we are the kings of the border.
Whoa! Hey, what whoa means? Whoa now! Another minute like that and I'll lambaste you.
Not having any trouble with your mount, are you, Curly?
No, boss. Guess he feels so blame good to get home. He just wants... Whoa! Hold it! Whoa!
Hang on in there, boy.
Bust your hide. Now you behave or I'll...
It won't be long, boys. You better loosen Curly's nerves with a little music.
You know, boss, as I see Curly on that bucking bronc, I just expect him to go flying in the air most any minute.
Well, maybe he'll land on his head and the bump might knock some sense into that stubborn old cranium.
Maybe he thinks he's the man on the flying trapeze and he'll land in a net.
Yeah, he's more liable to land in a heap.
Once I was happy, but now I'm forlorn, just like an old coat that is tattered and torn. I'm left in this wide world to fret and to mourn, betrayed by a maid in her teens. This girl that I loved, she was handsome and swell. I tried all I knew her to please, but I never could please her 1/4 so well, like the man on the flying trapeze. He flies through the air with the greatest of ease, this daring young man on the flying trapeze. His movements are graceful, all girls he does please, and my love he has purloined away. One night I, as usual, went to her dear home, found there her mother and father alone. I asked for my love, and soon 'twas made known to my horror that she'd run away. She packed up her boxes and eloped in the night with him with the greatest of ease. From 2 stories high he had lowered her down to the ground on his flying trapeze. She flies through the air with the greatest of ease. You'd think her a man on the flying trapeze. She does all the work while he takes his ease, and that's what's become of my love.
That's my idea of real music.
music.
Yeah, it would be. And I'm not surprised. You're up in the air most of the time.
Yeah, and generally comes down with one awful flop.
Now, look here. Are you two going to start picking on me?
Oh,
Boss,
no.
do you see anything to pick on?
Well, there ain't anything that I can see right offhand,
of
Jack,
course
unless
not.
it'd be his ability to dance, if any.
That's an open insult. And I'm challenging you to a dancing duel right now.
Let me be your second boss.
Oh, suppose you play for us first.
Well, all right.
After that, maybe you'll quit picking on me and leave me alone.
Oh, I wouldn't be as mean as all that, Curly. Why, you'd be like a little stray calf in 24 hours and be wandering around like a gypsy.
Yeah, and wouldn't you make a swell gypsy?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll
boss,
tell
he
you.
spends half his time now chipping me out of cigarettes.
But I don't want to be a gypsy.
You
Oh,
gotta be
now
a
I
gypsy.
insist, Curly. You know, they're the most romantic people in the world. The big outdoors and the woodland and the moonlight, sweet music and gypsy hearts a-beating. and-
Oh, gosh, boss, give me a fiddle and turn me loose.
Play on my gypsy heart with your gypsy art, and let your gypsy arms hold me in their charms. Oh, what a night for romancing and love, under the stars so entrancing above. Tell me your love for in your gypsy way. Our hearts will beat in sweet delight. We will kiss, and then we will kiss again. Gypsy hearts are in love tonight.
That's fine, boss. Yeah, but now that I look at Curly, I don't think he'd make a good gypsy, boss. His skin isn't dark enough.
I'm afraid you're right, Jack, but a good tannin would fix that up all right.
Yeah.
There ain't no cowpoke around here big enough to give me a tannin.
Oh, regular Samson, huh? Boy, when they get that tough, it's time to ship them a long way off.
Yeah, where we send him, Jack?
Well, if it's all the same to you fellas, I wouldn't mind a trip back to the sleepy Rio Grande.
Put him on that bucking bronc and get him started, boys. Come
Okay.
on.
Play that waltz again, sleepy Rio Grande. Let me dream of bright Spanish eyes, dreams that will never end. Pale moon high above, night just made for love. Let me hear those mandolins play, sleepy Rio Grande. Play that waltz again, sleepy Rio Grande. Let me dream of bright Spanish eyes, dreams that will never end. Pale moon high above, night just made for love. Let
this vacation, listening to the birds singing and feeling the balmy air and the sunshine.
Oh, gosh,
him
boss,
right, huh?
maybe we made a mistake in letting him go to the Rio, huh? You know, the next thing we know, he'll be reciting some of your poetry, and that'd be more than I could stand.
Hey, I don't know how to take that, Jack. Is that a reflection on Curly or my poetry?
Well, as far as I can see, it's a reflection on both, boss. That is, if he'd do it.
Oh, then you don't mind if I do it,
Well,
huh?
that's bad enough if we gotta have it. Maybe you better get it off your chest before he takes a notion, huh? Come on.
Okay, Jack, close your ears. In the magic valley of the Rio Grande, you're in a typical fairyland. Feel the balmy Gulf Stream breeze ring through the tall palm trees. And orange blossom fragrance fills the air from the orchards everywhere. Down in the magical sunlit valley, that's the home sweet home to me. Silvery moonlight shines all night, turning it into day. It lingers in your memory just like a river. And the sunlit valley with skies of blue will always keep calling. I calling to you.
No fooling, boys. There sure is some country, and if it weren't for you and that ornery Jack and the boys, I'd be there now.
Oh, well, I'm glad you got an ornery boss and friends here, Curly, because I don't know what we'd do without you.
Thanks, boss. But I sure get the blues for that neck of the woods sometimes.
Well, I don't blame you, Ted, Curly.
I get the blues when it rains. The blues I can't lose when it rains. Each little drop that falls on my window pane always reminds me of the tears I've shed in vain. I sit and wait for the sun to shine down on me once again. It rained when I found you. It rained when I lost you. That's why I'm so blue when it rains. Get along, old horse, your hoofs beat out a song.
When you come out again, folks, bring your friends along with you. We'll be looking for you. So long.